Hello, I'm Hal Lublin.
And I'm Mark Gagliardi.
Since the dawn of humanity, one issue has gone unsettled. With the fate of the world in the balance, we're here to settle, once and for all. Best gum flavor.
That's right. Don't worry, everyone. We got this.
Podcasts should have a theme song. Podcasts should not have a theme song. Yes, they should. No, they shouldn't. They sound good. Yeah, but people are just going to skip past it. You know what? You're right. We got this.
Best gum flavor.
Oh, Hal. People of the world, Hal has a new toy.
I do.
It is a little machine that when he presses buttons, it makes sound effects or augments his voice. And the thing is, throughout this show, he might use it. He might not.
Yeah.
But if he does, he cannot hear it. So he has no idea what button he is pushing.
I don't know if the volume level's good. I can see the little time thing tick down on it, so I have a sense of how long it is, but I don't know going into it. I don't have these memorized at all.
Oh, delightful.
And Ken loves it. I think this is his favorite thing since we threw to like 800 clips in one episode. We have a clip of that?
Yeah, let's go to a clip.
I think this is his favorite thing since we threw to like 800 clips in one episode. We have a clip of that?
Yeah, let's go to a clip.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
That was so good.
He didn't put it in there.
But this one's going to be even better.
Yeah, it sure will.
Ooh, you guessed correctly. That was the applause.
There you have it, folks. They're clapping for us here.
That's right.
That's all of you represented. By the way, this was suggested. This is how old this is. Mark, how old this suggestion is. It's from email. Sarah suggested this.
Is it from our Hotmail account or CompuServe?
Yeah. They were there since we had the GeoCity site, and that linked out to our Earthlink email.
Good thing we had that MIDI song playing to really catch everybody's attention.
Yeah. With the low grade animated record player right next to it.
Yeah. And somehow it was raining stars. Oh, yeah.
And it didn't change when you scrolled up and down.
Oh, yeah. Good job, GeoCities.
Yeah.
Hal, we're talking gum today.
Yeah.
Are you a gum guy?
I am. Now that I have a bunch of crowns in my mouth, I'm terrified that they're going to come out. So I have not chewed gum since I got them. But I do love gum very, very much. I was not allowed to have sugar gum as a kid, so it was a lot of sugarless gums. What about you?
Same.
Gum?
I love chewing gum. I enjoy chewing gum. I kind of always go for the same gum in the store, and it is a sugar-free gum. All of the gums I had as a kid, we also weren't allowed the sugary ones a lot. They all had Atoll at the end of whatever was flavoring them. And that was, you know, I liked that intense pop of mint. Like if gum has a job, gum doesn't just have a flavor, gum has a job. Mm-hmm. And those intense pops of mint are what I loved and still love because like, boom, ready to go.
Yes.
You know what it is? It's me erasing the blackboard. It's me hosing down the sidewalk. I'm ready.
And then 2 minutes later, zero flavor. But will you do what I do, which is continually add pieces of gum to the original flavorless gum until eventually you're chewing on a softball? No,
why don't you just spit that gum out? Because the only thing that's happening is you're cutting your premium grade stuff. You're cutting it with the crap, man. This is why people take a switchblade and stick it into that little bit of gum and taste it for purity. Yours would not pass the purity test, Hal. I mean, you would get gunned down in an alley in an 80s movie.
I do rub the gum on my gums before I chew it. I do that.
Sure.
But I think of it as I'm imbuing the flavorless hunk in my mouth with some more flavor because I get the full flavor profile for a brief amount of time. And then
the first piece of gum is sucking the flavor out of this. It's not, they don't both get it. It's not like genetically passed down double the flavor.
I don't think it lasts for a shorter period of time, but now in my memory, because you're saying all this, I take like 2 chomps and it just might as well be Play-Doh.
Let me ask you this, though. Mm-hmm. It just dawned on me. We might be talking about different kinds of gum.
Okay.
Are you talking about the gum that you weren't allowed to have as a kid, which for me is the super indulgent type of gum, which is not in a stick form. It's those thick Hubba Bubba sugar gum. Those big wads. Those I would every. No, I don't think so.
There was a sugarless gum that came in those cubes
Really?
And I would have that chiclet, not chiclet.
Or is this a lie that you told your mom and it has now permeated and you're telling yourself?
No, she was the supplier, so we got whatever she was. It wasn't like I pulled out a wad of ones when I walked into the shopping bag as a kid and said, "Give me whatever's on the top shelf, Marco."
Mr. Lublin, yes sir, Mr. Lublin. Here's your step stool, Mr. Lublin.
How are the Bazooka comics looking today? Are they funny?
Oh, today's is a real funny one. It's a real pun at the end. You're going to love it, Mr. Lublin.
Do we ever find out what happened to his eye?
No, sir, but we're really searching for it. They're searching for it all over. Flip it over. They're putting lines about that on the backs of them now. Hey, can I shine your Velcro shoes?
Yeah. Don't take the penny I got in the pouch in the front. A Bubble Yum did have a sugarless. I think they had sugarless, but I only had sugarless. I'm speaking solely about sugarless gums. We're talking about your sugarless Bubble Yum, your Chewels. Did you ever have those?
Come on, man. No. What is Chewels?
Chewels was a sugarless gum.
He was that's who Samuel Jackson played in Pulp Fiction.
That's right. He played Chewels.
Chewels. Wrigley 517.
Chewels were, how do I describe this? They definitely looked like they were made in a mold, and they had to be because they had liquid inside them. They had like a syrup, like that terrible.
And I didn't know what they were called, but I did have them.
I think they came with a neuralizer because I forgot how much I didn't like it each time a new piece was presented to me. And those you wouldn't like. Yeah, for people who are looking for a comp that don't know what these are, they're like gushers. They are the sugarless gum version of gushers.
Gumshers.
They're gumshers. They're not good.
I think I remember liking them because, like I said, I'm a burst of flavor kind of guy. I like that initial blast that you get, and then that subsides, and there's still all the gum flavor that's in there. It's like having a nitro booster on the car that is that piece of gum. You know what I mean? It starts you off. Did you ever have I don't know if it was Bubble Yum or Hubba Bubba that did the double flavors or at least double colors, where it was one color on the inside and imagine the outside, like the cross section of a corn dog.
Yeah, like
you know
Bonkers.
What I mean?
Bonkers had that.
Bonkers. Exactly.
Yeah.
But this was in gum form. I remember one of them started doing it. Like I can kind of guess what year it was based on the colors that it was. You know what I mean?
What are the colors? Let me see if I can guess the same year that you're guessing.
Okay.
Let's see if we can match the year. We'll say it at the same time, but you tell me what the colors are.
The colors it was like a teal. There was one that was teal and bright yellow.
Okay.
And there was one that I'm trying to remember these correctly. There was one that was like fuchsia and orange.
Okay. All right. Let's guess that you have a guess for the year, right?
Yeah, I have a guess for the year.
All right. We'll guess it on the count. You count it off. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll say the year.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
1989. Oh, we're close.
Yeah.
We're close. Yeah. Same area.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I wanted to say 1989 at first, but those colors, I was like, those feel like 90s colors. So I'm going 1 year later into 90.
I'm thinking about Archie Double Digests, which always had a gum ad in them. And it felt like that would be something. Like we were getting into, the 90s was definitely a time. That was like the blue raspberry heyday. So everything was oddly tinted and shaded, and they were combining things that maybe shouldn't be combined.
Yeah.
And yet
Razzleberry. Yeah.
It's a real Jurassic Park situation just because
it really was. Doesn't mean they should.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if any of those 90s flavors are really even going to be contenders in this battle. But boy, there were some fun ones. When did the craze of mints that aren't actual mints start? Like spearmint and peppermint, right? And then there was wintergreen.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know the etymology of this, but wintergreen feels made up. I know Arctic frost is made up.
Those are late 80s into the 90s again. Arctic frost feels like a very 90s. Because the reason why I can place it in the 80s is that's when they had the Listerine. No, the Lifesavers commercial that Lady Smith Black Mambazo sang. The cool la la cool. And they go, winter green at one part.
Yeah. Well, look, hey, man, however you want to Slumdog Millionaire your answers, whatever mnemonics come to mind and we do the little flashback, it's you watching TV and seeing Lady Smith Black Mambazo as a kid.
Yeah, if it has to do with combining them with, I think that might have also been a Pixar commercial. I think they might have done the animations. They definitely did Listerine as Tarzan.
Yeah, that was them. Was Pixar or Lady Smith Black Mambazo?
It was Pixar, but Ladysmith Black Mambazo could have been working there as animators. I'm not sure. I don't have all their resumes.
Man, me neither. There's a big group too. That's a lot of resumes to go through.
Yeah.
You got to go through Monster. Are they a sponsor?
Yeah. They are
no,
now.
what's the one that does podcasts? I feel like I just referenced the MapQuest of job search engines.
No, Monster's still around.
Is it?
What is it? It's like hireme.com. The Monster from Monster is here. Do you want to talk to him?
I would love to talk to the Monster from Monster. Hey, Monster, are you here?
Yeah, it's me. I'm the Monster from Monster.com. Find a job.
Oh.
And I hide under your bed.
Oh my gosh, it's an honor to meet you. It's nice when you meet a C-suite level executive from one of these big companies. I know that you are a chief headhunter of, you're running a company that headhunts. So let me ask you this. What advice would you give to someone who's looking for a job right now?
The key is you hide under the bed, and then when they turn the lights out, you creep out, and they can just see your claw, and the silhouette of it against the wall scares them.
So be an actual monster.
Yeah, also you should have a cover letter.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you so much. It was really nice chatting with you. I know you're a busy man. Or monster.
I have to go hide in a child's closet. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I had to go to the bathroom. Did I miss him?
You know what? You did, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be hiding under your bed at some point.
What? I'm terrified.
Well, that's what he wants. So, you know what? Business is booming.
Guess I don't
over at Monster.com, the MapQuest of job searches.
But
what were we even talking about?
Monsters. We're talking about commercials.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What is it that gives it that blast? Is it menthol? I have a hunch that it is menthol. Did I tell you about this when we came back from Morocco? Mm-mm. I brought back with me these little crystals, and they are pure menthol crystals. And you break off as much as like maybe 2 grains of salt, like medium crushed salt. Just that much in a cup of warm water will clear your sinuses like a scoop of wasabi.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy strong stuff. I love it.
Wow.
Like, just to clear my sinuses or any of that. And, I got a little baggie of it, tiny little bag, I think 50 grams of it. And I feel like that'll last me until I'm 90 with how little you have to use.
But you'll have the clearest sinuses.
Yeah. My sinuses they'll be like everyone else at the home will be super snotty. And they'll be like, Gags, how do you do it, man? I'll be like, guys, I literally have 4 grains left. I've been doing this since 2025.
That Mark hasn't made headway on the puzzle, and he mostly likes to sit in his chair and look out the window, but I haven't heard him sniff once in 5 years. And that deserves a medal.
Thank you. Finally, someone notices.
You just imagined all that. You were napping.
Wait, what?
I can confirm minty gum does get its flavor from menthol. So you're right about that. I'm sure they just like a little bit more menthol, and then it's like
and now it's wintergreen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I guess we can start breaking this down into major categories that we're going to be dealing with, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say we've got fruits.
Yep.
And we've got mints.
Yes.
And then there's a couple of outliers. There's 2 outliers, major outliers. Can you guess who I'm thinking of? Just out of curiosity.
I'm sure one of them is bubblegum flavor.
Yep. And the other?
Is Furiosa from Mad Max, the ultimate outsider?
So close. If you had a spoonful of Furiosa, you would also have to spit that out. Cinnamon.
Oh, cinnamon. Yes. Oh, yes.
So we've got fruit. We've got the varied mints, the varied fruits, and then bubblegum and cinnamon. What do you want to talk about first?
Let's do bubblegum and cinnamon. Let's do the binary first.
Oh, so we're going to take one. We're doing a final 4?
Yeah.
Great.
Or do you want to take bubblegum and cinnamon all the way to the end?
No, bubblegum and cinnamon. Great. Because the next one's going to be harder because we're going to have to divide up the fruit flavors and at least a little bit divide up the mint flavors.
Well, then let's deal with this binary and then we'll take a break after that.
Great. Are you a bubblegum flavor guy?
I do like bubblegum flavor because it reminds me of gum that is solely for the purpose of blowing bubbles, even though you can do it with almost if you have a brand of gum that bubbles well, it doesn't matter what the flavor is as much. But there's something about bubblegum makes you feel like a kid when you have it.
Yeah. Is it the blowing the bubbles or is it the flavor Or is it the flavor reminding you of the blowing bubbles? Because this isn't the best gum. This is the best flavor of gum.
Yeah, I don't think I can separate them. It's the flavor. But I think for anybody who enjoys that flavor, I don't think it's because they think it's an awesome flavor. I think part of what's great about that flavor is that it comes with all these memories. And it feels like if you were drawing gum, it's always that pink bubble.
The big pink bubble. Well, I think that the flavor of bubble gum, aside from the visual of bubble gum, gum-wise, visually bubble wins.
Yes.
Right? But the flavor was concocted first. Before bubble gum was concocted. So here's a little bit of a history lesson for the good people. This was, I don't remember what year it was. I had a lot of pieces of paper, but I didn't write a date on it. But it was back in the day. We'll just say that.
Okay.
A guy named Frank Fleer of the Fleer Company. His whole family, he is the, one of the kids of the Fleer family, and their thing is artificial flavors. Esters making artificial flavors. So they created this artificial fruit flavor for kids using all these different esters. And Frank Fleer was like, we should put it in gum. And they're like, gum is a new thing. They haven't figured it all out yet. So Frank Fleer's like, I got this. He invents something called Blibber Blubber. And Blibber Blubber is a gum that you can blow bubbles with. It's the first gum that you can blow bubbles with, but it was so sticky. Blibber Blubber is so sticky that the only Blibber Blubber antidote is turpentine. That's how sticky Blibber Blubber was. So they needed to come up with some more science for it. Finally, they created Double Bubble. So the original bubblegum flavor came from the Fleer factory of flavors. Without the flavor first, we wouldn't have the bubbles. So
wow. Hat
tip to the flavor for that.
And hey, that's a really prescient call to say, I'm going to take gum and apply these flavors to it. I wonder what do you think is the weirdest thing they could have used that flavor for that is not gum?
Oh, man. Like, could you imagine just biting into like a Hershey bar and the nougat in the middle is bubblegum flavored?
Oh, no, I don't want to.
What would you do?
Honey, what's wrong? You've barely touched your sweet chicken.
Oh, man. If only a time traveler had come to them and said, quick, this flavor, don't use it in gum. Barbecue sauce is where the flavors of the future are going.
Is that the guy from Time Cop who's hanging out in the 20s and buying stocks that he knows are going to be around in the future so he can get rich? He's like,
exactly.
Put barbecue sauce, and then he invests all his money in like Heinz or something.
But he gets it completely wrong. He's like, no, I'm going to make so much money. He doesn't bother to see what actually happens in the future. He disrupts the market completely and throws it all off.
He just assumes this is going to be, if you like it in gum, just wait till it's in barbecue sauce. No one will see that coming where I came from.
Oh, man. Now, if only I could figure out how to blow bubbles with chicken.
Yeah, you don't need to be.
Say, this is a tasty barbecue sauce, but holler once you've figured out how to blow chicken bubbles.
So many people wound up in the hospital. It's pink when it's cooked. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. God. I can't tell. The salmonella epidemic. So
Hubba Bubba Salmonella.
Do you think
now with two flavors at once?
Don't you think cinnamon is too spicy for some people? I like it, but there are some people, the people who are like, the hottest thing I can have is mayonnaise on something. Like for them, cinnamon is too much.
I don't know, man. Like I like the flavor of cinnamon. But for cinnamon for me is great. That artificial. I'm not talking about cooking with cinnamon and, the actual little bark sticks and all that. That's great. I love real cinnamon.
Sure.
Cinnamon as an artificial flavor in things. I like an atomic fireball every once in a while. Sure. That cinnamon flavor, but
tamales.
Exactly. Those, I feel like after I have those, I have to have something minty because they make my breath bad. Why am I going to use gum that makes my breath bad?
It is your first couple chews of the gum, though. It does it creates a strong positive smell, but the candy, that quickly becomes over. It feels like it's rotting your teeth in real time.
Yeah.
Like the Soggies are from Captain Crunch or
oh my, that's really the Soggies are getting in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, the Soggies are getting in there to loosen everything up with the sugar, and then that fireball is just going to burst through like Indiana Jones's ball through the wall. Just smash through your teeth.
The idol for the whip. No time.
Wait, how did a Soggy get over here? All right. Here's the whip. Now throw me the idol.
Adios, Sapito.
Wait, what?
So which do you like between these two? One has an interesting history that obviously could have gone way wrong. The other is a very strong flavor that does its job for a brief amount of time. But I agree with you, by the end, cinnamon stuff makes your mouth feel dirty in a way that bubblegum does not. I think it should be bubblegum.
I think bubblegum should go through, definitely. Yeah, because when you say best gum flavor, the immediate ones that come to mind are mint and bubblegum for me.
Right. Yeah, like that is the flavor of gum. Like if you were saying something was gum flavored, they're making it taste like bubblegum. They're not making it taste like any other flavor. So bubblegum is through to the finals. We're going to divide up mint and fruit and come up with the winners from those when we come back from our break. And then the three of them will face off in a triple threat match for gum flavor dominance.
This is scary.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
Oh my gosh, hi, it's me, Dave Holmes, host of Troubled Waters, the pop culture battle to the ego death. Okay, everybody, word association with Troubled Waters. First one to fumble loses. Go.
Comedy.
Panel show. Guests.
Celebrities.
Games.
Oh, sound rounds.
Improvised speeches.
Puns disguised as trivia.
A very niche Flash Gordon clip.
Chapel Rowan.
Oh, no, Riley, I'm sorry. She will not return our phone calls. I am afraid you're out.
A girl can dream.
Oh, but dreaming will not earn a girl any points. Troubled Waters. Listen on Maximum Fun or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, sleepyheads. Sleeping with Celebrities is your podcast pillow pal. We talk to remarkable people about unremarkable topics, all to help you slow down your brain and drift off to sleep. For instance, the remarkable actor Alan Tudyk.
You hand somebody a yardstick after they've shopped at your general store. The store's name is constantly in your heart because yardsticks become part of the family.
Sleeping with Celebrities, hosted by me, John Moe, on MaximumFun.org or wherever you get your podcasts. Night-night.
Now, what the do I have to do to get some gum around here?
Hal, we're back.
We're
back.
Sorry. How do you want to break up mint? Because I can only think of 3 real mint flavors.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, well, let's go into increasing order of potency.
Okay.
Spearmint, then peppermint, then wintergreen, etc.
You think spearmint is not as sharp as peppermint?
Yeah, I think peppermint is definitely sharper.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you disagree?
I think spearmint is, I don't know if it's stronger, but it definitely feels like a more focused flavor. Peppermint feels a little bit smoother. I think that's what
Interesting. Yeah, spearmint to me feels almost more natural. Like it tastes, I rarely buy spearmint gum.
Yeah.
But yeah, spearmint, because there's that milder, like it tastes more like a leaf. It tastes more like when you chew on a mint leaf. I feel like the mint leaves that I usually chew on are spearmint leaves.
Sure.
And then that being the case, a spearmint gum tastes like more mild chewing on a spearmint leaf. Peppermint to me, I am team peppermint for one reason and one reason only. It tastes like Christmas.
I agree with you 100%. Could not agree more.
So what do we even need to mention the mentholated crazy Arctic chill and super blast and no, man, it's Christmas mint.
They're just slowly cranking up the gain on an amp. It's not anything.
This gum
new.
Goes to 11.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Peppermint I think it is a smoother flavor. It makes you think of the holidays, and that's like even just the presentation of the gum. To me, it always felt like it had almost an aura around it. Like it almost looks like it's glowing a little bit.
Oh yeah. I like a peppermint. Do you have a favorite peppermint gum?
No, I can't think of one specifically. Probably Trident, because I would have Trident a lot as a kid. That was like our gum of choice.
Sure.
You can
Trident.
Chew the Trident wrapper.
Man, don't. Yes, and you could chew the Cinnaburst wrapper too, but you can chew any paper. It turns into garbage.
I went through a phase where I chewed the Trident paper thinking I was helping the environment. I was just making the gum worse.
Wait, you were helping the environment?
I thought I was, because it's like, it dissolves. You could throw it in a landfill, or you could dissolve it in your body, and then it just becomes, I don't know, energy. I don't know what I believed.
Fertilizer?
I'm seeing a lot.
I don't know how you guys did your mulching.
I'm seeing a lot of weird stuff on Instagram lately, and I think part of it may be because I chewed Trident wrappers at some point, and I was in my 20s. I'm not going to pretend like I was a kid.
Oh, this was not a childhood thing?
No. Then I was like, I don't know if I want to try that. But then I would do it. When I did it, finally, I was like, it does sort of go away. Like, it doesn't stay there and become a wad of paper in my mind. I'm sure it was just the core of it, like a reverse Chewels.
Chewels. Anytime I have eaten a paper wrapper, I've done it before. I didn't have a habit of it in my 20s, but I have done it before. But I wasn't doing it to save the environment. I was doing it because I'm too far from a trash can and I don't want trash in my pocket.
Boy,
guess what? I'm just going to eat this Trident wrapper because I don't feel like having that little in my pocket when I reach in for a coin or my phone or whatever.
I want to record a holiday single. It's a coffee-filtered world that Mark lives in. Choose the wrapper because there's no trash can near.
Yeah. Welcome to my holiday nightmare.
Oh, my Lord. Oh,
what?
It's my phone. All right, so peppermint and bubblegum flavor.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the fruit flavors.
Let's do it.
This is the one where I think Hubba Bubba and Bubble Yum are you okay?
I'm just having a good time. This is a conversation. I love you.
I think Hubba Bubba and Bubble Yum are going to do really well in this category because those fruit flavors, those weird combinations of tropical fruits that they would do.
Yep.
And anything in those cube-shaped gum. For me, it was like, I liked bubblegum flavor. I liked the tropical fruit flavor. Like there was like watermelon blast and, watermelon was a great one. Oh. But for me, it was all about that grape.
All about that grape. About that grape.
About that grape. No tropical.
No tropical. Yeah. Tropical at a certain point. Do you ever have it? You feel like you're chewing a pina colada air freshener for a car?
Yes, but on the beach.
That's our version of those beer commercials.
Yeah, we just hand one between us in our two recliner chairs.
Corona, that's what I'm thinking of. The Corona where we're just sitting there, just two people chomping on air fresheners.
Ah, delicious.
If I had to poison myself anywhere, I'd be right here under this giant palm tree.
No, look, man, I didn't grow up near the coast at all. I needed a taste of the beach. We couldn't go to anything that even resembled a beach. I would put that tropical gum in my mouth, man, and it would take me away. Take me away to the islands that I'd never seen.
Just pop open a bottle of Panama Jack sunscreen. It's the same thing.
Oh, pour it right down my throat.
Yeah, just have it.
Yeah.
Use it as syrup on your pancakes.
Yeah, put it in a ramekin. Get some toothpicks.
Your favorite? Oh, cheesecake bites?
Yeah, cheesecake bites.
Are you opening your own version of the melting pot, but everything will poison you?
Yes, I am. It's called Eye of Newt.
Oh, it's really my favorite thing on the menu, because you don't expect it, is there's regular chicken broth, but the only thing they give you to dip in it is mothballs, which is really smart.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't give people what they expect. You know what we're introducing next?
What?
Sweet chicken.
Oh, that's going to be really good.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Is it just raw chicken?
It's just raw chicken with blibber blubber on it. You have to clean it up with turpentine. It's already partially cleaned. That's the poison.
Do you put a bubbling liquid on the table, but it's somebody under the table blowing into it with a straw and it's really cold water?
Exactly. You get it. You saw how they made the behind the scenes of that witch from Snow White in the televised version. Yeah. Who's just someone with a hose blowing into the water, man.
Those are good union jobs.
Oh, good union job.
Man, I thought as a kid, like the greatest job I could ever have in show business would be to be one of the people inside the Jabba the Hutt puppet from Return of the Jedi.
How? I was going to guess that.
Oh, really?
Because we saw that. I literally was about to interrupt you and say part of Jabba the Hutt, and then my brain went, no, hear him out.
You're right.
Yeah, because we watched the same documentary as kids.
Yes, we did.
I wanted to be the guy who had the remote control for the pig guard face.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. He's got the remote and the pig guard's going like,
Can I tell you
I love that.
A quick Star Wars story that illustrates the fact that I know this is proof that my wife loves me?
I wish you would.
She texts me shortly before we recorded this, maybe 15 minutes before, she sends me a link. The Academy of Motion Pictures, the Academy Museum, which is a really, really cool museum if you're ever in LA.
So fun.
You have to go right next to LACMA for Sunday, which is May the 4th, as we are recording this, is Star Wars Day. And they are doing a 1-day exhibition. So I was like, are we going? Can we go? And so I bought us tickets. And then while I'm buying tickets, two things I saw. One is,
what'd you see? There's
a 10 a.m. screening of The Phantom Menace with Ahmed Best. And interviewing Ahmed Best is our pal Dylan Marin.
Fantastic.
Had no
Famous
clue.
for interviewing Ahmed Best, right?
Yes. That's right. Then at 3:00, then as I'm checking out to buy the tickets, because you just get tickets to the museum and you can go into the exhibit, whatever. Then I see not only is that screening happening, but at 3:00, there's a 4K screening of The Empire Strikes Back. My second favorite movie of all time. Favorite Star Wars movie, hands down. And I buy them and I'm like, Jennifer, I got us tickets to see Empire Strikes Back at 3 p.m. And her response is, oh, cool. Is there an earlier showing that will not get us out of there later? I was like, no, it's the only one. And then she was like, you get whatever you want and we'll go. And that's love.
That's is love right there.
She understands.
Well, so she's going to go to both. Did you say there is an earlier one? We're going to that too.
I'm not going to go see The Phantom Menace again. I'm good on that for now. I'm glad.
No, you're not going to go to Phantom Menace?
No. I as much as I love Ahmed Best as a performer, I think he did outstanding work for that movie. I think it doesn't get talked about enough. I think the character gets the hate it gets. But separate from that, whether you like that character or not, the work he did was outstanding. And he doesn't deserve
100%
anything.
agree.
And there are a bunch of kids who grew up with that character. It's their favorite character. And now he's getting his flowers, which long overdue.
Amen.
But yes, I'm not going to go see that. I don't know if we'll be there. We might get there a little later in the day. I'm not sure what our plan is yet, but I'm excited to do it. All of that to say, for fruit-flavored gum, I do think grape is I do like a strawberry. I like an orange gum.
Yeah. Or what about the combinations other than the tropical ones? Like your juicy fruit or your fruit stripe?
Fruit stripe I've never liked from a flavor. I think everything about fruit stripe is great, and then you get to the gum, like the actual chewing of it. Because aren't they all, like, they have the different stripes of flavor, and then the wrapper, like, it looks great. The zebra's adorable.
The wrapper's delicious.
The wrapper is great. I wish they would just give me a bag of wrappers to eat. I would be much happier.
Did you hear that there was something called Wrap Snacks at 7-Eleven and you rushed down and you're like, there's no W at the beginning?
Yeah, I walked out very mad. I thought, you should be a little bit clearer about that in your advertising.
Mm-hmm. And the guy behind the counter went, yeah, man, sure.
Didn't even look up. Said that exactly. Did not even look up. I did not feel seen, nor did I really feel heard, even though he responded.
Yeah. Well, he was very engrossed in that game that he was watching on, in my version of this in my brain, one of those old, thick, tiny TVs with a big antenna.
Yeah, where it's the size of a shoebox, but the screen is the size of a stamp.
Exactly. Love those. Love those. And the only thing ever on them is soccer. Or
all I can receive.
Or footage from a news helicopter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Those are the two channels that you can switch between.
That's it. That's all you get.
It's like a hotel TV.
What do we think of Juicy Fruit? Juicy Fruit, by the way, in the lore of Wrigley, they say spearmint was their original flavor, but it was in fact Juicy Fruit by just a few months. Juicy Fruit came out first. Wrigley, of course, took off with, started with other stuff, including baking soda, gave you gum when you bought baking soda. Boom. Oh, the other thing, other little tidbit I forgot from earlier. Bubblegum, I don't know if I mentioned this, was dull gray. And the only food coloring that they had at the factory when they were making the gum was pink. That's the reason gum's pink. It was not a decision made by anyone.
There are so many stories like that of products that
I love it.
Were just either mistakes or it's the only thing we had. And now you can't imagine it any other way. I like Juicy Fruit. Clearly the taste is going to move you. The taste is going to move you.
And if you're a skier, you're going to freeze mid-jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that jingle is really weird.
It's so good.
Take Juicy it in, pull it out.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the sex part.
In your mouth. It's very sexual.
Mm-hmm. And wait, say that one more time. I talked over you doing the original version. I think
they say like, get it in, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy Fruit, it's gonna move you. The
juice is soft. It gets right to you.
That's right.
Juicy Fruit, the taste is gonna move you. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Really appreciate that. The love. Yeah, it's fine on its own, but it's not, it lasts the least time of any gum flavor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is 2
0
shots
time.
Gone. Yeah.
Yeah. It also feels like it kind of makes your breath worse. All of the fruit ones make your breath worse. Well, but now I'm thinking about it like bubble gum is a fruit one.
Yeah.
So it can't just be about bubble gum is just a combination of fruits. That was all the esters they had. It was all fruits.
I keep thinking, like, do I have any esters in my family? Esther Horowitz was there.
Oh,
Esther
sure. All the
Baumberger.
Esters were there. Yeah. Lady Esther was there in her tall hat.
Remember my character,
Lady
Esther? Remember the Esther character that I played at Second City?
Oh, my gosh. That was your old woman character, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one who would eat and chew weird.
God.
Yep. It was... That was a combination, by the way, of my grandmother, her sister, and an animal I saw in an episode of Zaboomafoo. And nobody will ever see it because it just appeared and she just appeared. Well, she actually is. No, I don't know.
You got to have a DVD. I have so many DVDs from our Second City shows from the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're all like 480p from a camcorder in the back and then burned onto a DVD.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They're
but
terrible.
You've got it. I know you've got it.
I'm sure there's video of her somewhere. I'm sure. I don't know where it is, but
we need an
somewhere.
all our old sketch shows film festival. Right?
Oh God! At level 5, you can see a young Edelstein and a young Annie and me opening the show.
Oh my gosh!
It
On
does
with the
not
show.
That worked.
No, you didn't see me in it. I was not even in classes yet. Hal was an upperclassman when I got there.
I was, yeah. I was done. I met you. We had just finished. I think it was like 2003. We were done.
He shoved me in a locker.
Well, you
said, "This is our school.
Yeah,
This is our comedy school. Now give me a suggestion. Give me all your suggestions." But my mom gave me these suggestions.
Then Derek Waters and Simon Helberg stole my lunch money. Everybody's got upperclassmen.
Yeah, no, I get it. And above them, weirdly, Bill Murray came by and stole theirs.
Yeah. Well, he does that everywhere.
That's true. You'll never believe it.
Do you think strawberry? To me, it would be between strawberry and grape for a fruit flavor. And
For
I
the
like
fruit
grape.
flavor?
Watermelon is okay. I want to love watermelon more than I actually do. I'd rather have a watermelon Jolly Rancher or a grape Jolly Rancher. Oh man.
Yeah. The thing is, and I think we talked about grape a lot in our favorite fake fruit flavor episode or best fake fruit flavor episode. And it really is. It's one of those esters that doesn't taste exactly like grapes, but it doesn't matter. Whatever science told us was grape is so good. And strawberries the same way. It doesn't taste like strawberries entirely. It's a little more like strawberries than that is like grapes.
Yeah. It's the approximation and the sugary.
Yeah.
Really, the first experience is like you're a very special kid, or you're doing a grape job.
Oh yeah, it's in scratch and sniff sticker form. Yeah,
it smells so good. You just want to eat those stickers. Those stickers are almost like wrappers. I'm surprised I wasn't just eating them right off the sheet.
Yeah, just gobbling up those stickers and the scented markers. Great job, company, inventing markers that encourage kids to sniff the tips of markers.
Did I mention?
I wonder if this one's chocolate.
Did I mention I was raised in the pediatric ward of a hospital until I was like 18? That was when I stopped, and then I went back to gum wrappers when I got out.
Man.
Made me think I'm home.
Sure. Being raised in the pediatric ward. Well, at least you had that room that was all just bootleg Disney paintings on the walls.
Yeah. Morky Mouse. David Duck.
Oh, ridiculous.
Silly.
Don't worry, kids. Doofy's gonna take care of you.
You know, Doofy's a dog, but Neptune is also a dog, but they're different kinds of dogs.
Oh, ridiculous. They had that one guy from Who Framed Roger Ferret. So, is it grape then of the fruit flavored gums?
Yeah. So we got grape, bubblegum flavor, and peppermint.
All right.
You have a gut feeling on this?
Hold on a second. We are going to do a triple match. It just dawned on me that at the beginning we had set it up where we were going to choose a mint and choose a fruit and then choose between cinnamon and bubblegum.
Right, but
I think we have to choose between a mint and a fruit first before they battle each other.
Oh, you want to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I would rather.
Or maybe that's just the form of eliminating one of them.
Yeah.
It does. I think that's just semantics. By the way your chair is set up now, you've rearranged your office.
Yes.
The way you were sitting and the way your chair was set up, it looks like you have an amazing mullet.
Oh, it does. My chair looks like a mullet.
Your chair looks like an incredible mullet. And you know what, Hal? I highly encourage it. You would have an amazing mullet.
For many years, I was a mullet kid.
Oh, is this Hal in the school picture with the knee socks?
Yep. That's right. The Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh my
gray
gosh.
short sweat shorts and sleeveless shirt.
You have not changed a bit, my friend. Still wearing Philadelphia Phillies gear.
Can't help it.
With
Can't
that
stop,
same
won't stop.
grin. Can't stop, won't stop. All right. So let's go. Let's go fruit versus mint first. Grape is a great contender. Grape does not do well. Well, it's interesting because I think texture might have to come into this because you're not going to see grape in a stick of gum and you're not going to see mint in a cube of gum.
Very rarely. I think that would be rare that you would see, like maybe Bubble Yum did it. Maybe they did and it just probably did not do as well because it's more of a kid centric gum.
There are those icebreakers cubes.
Oh, those are terrible. They're very powdery. Like the menthol crystals are all over this thing.
That thing's cut. That thing is cut with something else. That thing's cut with old gum. That ain't pure menthol crystals. That is cut with old. Give me the switchblade. Give me the switchblade.
All right, here you go.
All right. Rub a little on my gums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. This is cut with old gum. That is just, I'm guessing. Here's my guess. You know what my guess is? That is whatever the xylitol version of powdered sugar is.
The baby laxative, you mean?
Yeah, the baby laxative. Is xylitol a baby laxative? Because I think that's in everything I ingest.
I think xylitol, a lot of sugar-free stuff did at least have an active ingredient that it shared with laxatives. So imagine
that's not great.
You're 13 or 14-year-old me and you've eaten a whole tub of sugarless hard candies down the shore. And then you and your friend are watching TV late at night.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine what that living room was like.
Oh, dear.
And it's worse, whatever you're imagining.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Is it a laxative, baby? No, it's a baby laxative. He's running to the bathroom right now. Give him a diaper. It turns everyone into a baby.
Yeah, they had to sell that place.
Well, it was a basement with shag carpeting, man. Nothing comes out of that. Nothing comes out of that.
And I was David Duck in it, so there's no barrier to entry.
Look, man, as long as none of I would have been there but for the wrappers, because, you're unwrapping all the sugar-free hard candies. All those wrappers in my pocket, man. No, I couldn't handle the wrappers in my pocket.
I mean, it was our place, so you could just go throw away the wrapper. You weren't that far from a trash. It wasn't that big of a place, so you could just throw it in the trash.
And okay, then I could have gone.
I think I would.
I didn't get an invite, Hal.
I didn't know you. I'm sorry.
A likely or a convenient excuse.
It is. It's it's an inconvenient truth for you and a convenient excuse for me.
That's Al Gore's next movie. A convenient excuse.
A convenient excuse. Well, you see, we have very convenient excuses.
Your version of Al Gore sounds like a recording of somebody talking backwards and then, like those recordings where they'll get somebody to say something wild and then they'll play it in reverse and they've said a sentence, but it sounds like yes.
That gum you like is coming back into style.
Do you have a gum that went out of style that you like best?
No. I think I love grape. I think I'm such a basic kind of person that I just give me a good piece of grape gum and I think I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'd rather that than peppermint, even though that's it's a more adult flavor, I think. No?
I don't think, look, we can give all the love in the world to grape. I love grape too, but it only fulfills one of the two functions of gum. It does not make your breath, you're making your breath smell better.
Yeah, but doesn't it all make your mouth feel gross eventually anyway?
Yes, eventually, but at least the sugar-free mint gum has made your breath better for a little while. Some close talker comes up to me and starts rambling about something. I'm going to be much more forgiving if they've just had mint gum than if they've just had grape gum.
If you smelled a little grape coming off their breath, you wouldn't be like, this person should be president.
This adult blowing bubble gum should be president.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. This grape-breathed genius. Give them the keys to the Oval Office. Toot sweet.
Listen, do we really want another person who eats like a child immediately back into the White House? Everybody with their well-done steaks rocking on a plate.
Like a sit and slide. No, nobody wants that.
It's got to be mint, and it's got to be mint versus bubblegum, right? We give some love to we give love to grape. Yeah.
I love all three of these flavors. I'm fine with any of them.
Sure.
I'm here for the journey.
Yeah, no, I get it. Then let me ask you this. As the journey is maybe coming to a close, we do have two finalists left. The function of gum being twofold. I think here's our dilemma right now.
Okay.
Here's what's in favor, what mint has going for it.
Yeah.
If the function of gum is twofold, then mint wins because bubblegum also does not freshen your breath. If the function of gum is twofold and it tastes good and also you can blow bubbles with it, then bubblegum wins.
I think that you have maintained a standard that allowed peppermint to defeat grape. And it would be irresponsible of us, at least maintaining the internal logic of this
and
dumb thing
eternal.
that we're doing. The internal logic of this dumb thing that we do.
Yeah, you're right. I can't change the criteria right at the end.
Exactly. Especially not right after you've used them. You can't use it to choose one thing and then deactivate it to try and choose the other. I think it's got to be peppermint.
You know what I say to that? The heck I can't. Guards, seize him.
Whoa, what? No.
You don't have a getting dragged off by guards button?
No. Oh God, all these cricket guards are dragging me away.
That's right, cricket guards. Carry him away. All million of you.
Hey, do you remember back when you had the crickets drag me away? Let's go back to that moment.
Guards, seize him!
Oh no, the crickets are dragging me away!
That's right. Carry him away, crickets, all million of you.
No! That was all done with me pressing buttons, just in case you thought that we actually went back in time and that we had live crickets on the microphone.
How is my ego more problematic than yours because I'm viscerally upset you didn't hit the applause button at the end of that?
Oh, you might be.
Maybe. I was like, that deserved applause.
I'm not withholding at all. I just didn't.
No, they are, Hal. They're withholding. Whoever is, look, people of the world, that's the one button he doesn't have. There is a studio audience in Hal's office.
Always. Yeah. We always, hottest ticket in town.
Really is. You got it. But he's doing a lottery system now. Yeah. He's doing ham for Hal. Pay $10
and I get some ham.
Don't you remember ham for ham?
No,
it was a Hamilton for Hamilton.
Right. Ham for
$10 got you a front row ticket.
Oh yeah. Did you ever go to one of those when you were in New York?
I did. I went to a ham for ham a bunch back when it was on the street. Actually, that's actually how I got to see the show was when I was a ham for ham before it went to Broadway. But then I would go every once in a while and see what was going on because it got to be unruly. And then they had to shut down 46th Street every evening at like 5 or whenever they did it. And then it became a thing where Lin-Manuel Miranda or someone from the cast or crew would come out and do a little show. And then they would do the live drawing of who was going to get it. It went digital later, but for a while they would shut down 46th for this. And it was really fun. There was one out of the stage door walks Lin-Manuel Miranda. And then out walks a musician. I think it was Alex was his name, the orchestrator for the show and music director. And then out walks Lea Salonga. And on a little ocarina, is the ocarina the one you blow into that has a keyboard?
Yeah, yes, like a potato. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
so then
or a melodica might be.
Or into a melodica. That's what it was. Yeah. Into a melodica, Alex starts playing A Whole New World. And Lin-Manuel Miranda and Lea Salonga did a duet of A Whole New World. Just on 46th Street for the public. That's why New York is an amazing city.
There you have it, folks. Nowhere but in New York and no gum flavor but peppermint. People of the world, that's the best gum flavor asked and answered. By the way, the ham for ham drawing is how Ken got tickets to the LA premiere.
There you go.
And took Paul Dini, former guest on the show, and a future guest. The once and future guest.
The once and future guest. And yeah, that's it. This topic is closed. It's peppermint. Why? Because it reminds us of Christmas. Merry Christmas, Hal. That they liked.
They do love Christmas around here.
Yeah. Oh, man. Who was that guy sleeping in the back? Is that the guy that was camped out in front of your place for the tickets?
It's my dad.
Yo, Bill. Yeah. Well, at least he has a place here so he can camp out at his place.
He's been falling asleep in my shows for 40 years.
Aw, ain't that sweet? Sometimes consistency is key.
Truly. That's
All
why
right.
it works.
This topic is closed, but there are many more topics to discuss, so please reach out to us via email at wegotThisPodcast@gmail.com or
find us on the social media. We are at We Got This Podcast, with the exception of Instagram, where we are at We Got This Show. There is our Facebook group, of course. We've talked about that a bunch, but we want you to go to our Discord. That's a really fun new place. bit.ly/WGT Discord. Hit us up there. It's a smaller splinter faction of the main group, but hoping eventually we get everybody over there. It is a really warm and welcoming place, just like you would hope that it would be. Thank you to producer Ken Plume, researcher Kate McManus, graphic designer Uri Kelman, and QA engineer Jen Alba.
And thanks, of course, to our musicians, Jonathan Dinerstein and Mike Furman, for our score and theme song, respectively. And thanks to you, the people of the world. You are our favorite flavor in that you refresh us with your presence, with your sponsorship, your laughter, your joy, and most importantly, your arguments. We couldn't do the show without you. We wouldn't do the show without you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For Hal Lublin, I'm Mark Gagliardi.
For Mark Gagliardi, I'm Hal Lublin. And don't worry, everybody.
We got this.
We got this.
Maximum Fun,
A worker-owned network
of artist-owned shows, supported
directly
by you.